Hey there, Mugs. Moz here at Mugs HQ, and I'll tell you what, the games are over because this is serious business. The debut episode of the Trial Hards show, where we're going to find some winners from the Queensland Trials, exclusive to Doomben/Eagle Farm, even though they don't really trial there that much. But what we're looking for, Mugs, is horses that seem to be coming back very impressively. Whether or not the times, the data all backs that up, we're going with what we see. Okay, our eyes are the best tool in the game of racing, so we're going to capitalize on that one. So this morning, we've had, I think, 18 trials, won and run there at Doomben this morning. Conditions are great, so there's no excuses for horses not handling a heavy or a soft track. We had a few stars come out there as well, which we'll touch on, but I think I found a few winners for the show there too. So tune in, subscribe if you haven't yet, because we'll make sure that we post all the runners up when they come around. But more importantly, if you screenshot at the end of the video, you should get a bit of a handle on what we're looking for in the weeks gone by. Let's get stuck in.
Marks, how's this for a view? Hey, we are pretty much on the rail here. Trial number 2, we're just going to quickly have a quick scoot through. We got Zoostyle and Rothfire going around here, and Zoostyle straight to the front. Hence why I don't really look too much into times and just go from that there, Monks, because Zoostyle is a fast horse. Rothfire jumps very, very well. We're going to skip through to the good part here, so buckle up. Okay, and as we hit the straight, Rothfire saddles up nicely. He's not really asked to do too much. So great return from the champ. I believe he's going to Melbourne, Moore and Manikato, stakes being the target. I think he'll measure up pretty well. That Stradbroke form always is the form. On to the next. So we're back for trial 3. So this heat here, we've got Yellow Brick going around, which is one thing I just wanted to touch on for his campaign. Still sort of a little bit tardy from the jump, but does muster up. So sort of hasn't gotten rid of that chink in the armour, so to speak, but shows plenty of early pace to sort of take this one. As we come into the straight, look, he's not really asked to do too much there. Jimmy Orman saddles up. Wheatwood is the go first up. Golden Eagle, the plan, but hey, why not nom for a Cox Plate and a Caulfield Cup just to make the owners pay noms for that for some reason. But Victoria, take note. We've got colours, we've got names, and there's even commentary, but I've blurred that out. But nice return there from Yellow Brick. That was Cronenberg going around there up next to him past the line. So he's not a bad horse, definitely Saturday grade ability, but Yellow Bricks, that's what you want to see for his return. Our first one that we're going to follow out of this morning's trials, a horse called Action King. He's a 3-year-old gelding. Jimmy Orman saddles up here for Kelly Schweida. Unraced, so we'll be looking for a maiden, probably over the 1,000, maybe 1,200. Kelly Schweida's, he's pretty, I guess, modest with his placement, so probably looking Sunny Coast. Maybe he might end up in town, but you never know. But he goes straight to the front here. Generally speaking, I don't like to follow horses that just come out and lead, because any sort of trainer can give that instruction. But just watch him, so we'll fast forward to the straight and just watch him finish off. Okay, so we pick up here from the 300. Absolutely got a lap full. But if you look at the horses behind, the jockeys are giving them a little bit of work. And this fella here, Action King, spaces them out, which is a bit of a shame because it means we'll probably get $1.50. But hey, remember, we are the Mugs and it's not just a cute name. So one to follow there, Action King. Straight on to trial number 8, Mugs, and we're going to follow a horse called Daytona. So those racing tragics, formerly trained by Michael Friedman down in New South Wales. And you can see there just about 3 wide, pushing forward now. It's a horse called He Liked 'Em Pretty there for the Heathcote yard, which I reckon Bobby has them all pretty ready to go come trial time. So TJ has this one now. We'll watch just for a little bit longer before we skip through. Sort of asked to go along, but not too hard. We pick him back up in the straight here. I think the horse lead-in's putting a bit of effort in and just saddles up here. CJ Graham takes the ride. So as you can see, she's just sort of sitting up on him and he's doing it all on his own. He contested at group level there with Michael Friedman. So I think we're looking at about a 70 rater up here in Queensland. 2 races, so we're looking at Class 2s, BM70 handicaps. I think he can pop up and you'll be able to hopefully get a price. It just looks like he's done that pretty easy over the 1,000. So look for him first up there, Mugs. Go, 3 in a row, trial 9. You guys are just going to think I watched 3 in a row and called it a day. But another one that's always a little bit of a tease, so to speak, Warrioress in the Black Soil colours. Now she's right on the rail there. And look, this girl just doesn't go over the 1,000 metres. But watch her run here. We're going to skip forward to the straight and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're hitting the 400 metres here. Interesting to note, this girl has never won first up. So had a 4 wide run the trip. Just asked to get off heels here. I'll confirm who the jockey is in a second there, but the leader's often gone. She just works through the line really, really well without really asking for an effort. And I think, you know, she's already had that first up run. That's probably the plan, just to guide her through. As I sort of said, that last start was a bit of a horrid watch if you were on her. So look for her. She's got a nom in Sunday, but there is a nice 1,000 metre race. Might be a Wednesday at Eagle Farm. So we should be able to get a return on her because she's always had a little bit of ability. Margs, look, just fastest heat of the morning. The video playback, I don't know, it keeps doing this error. Racing Queensland were doing so well. They are doing well. That's where you can watch all these trials, PS. But this horse that goes to the front, Barassi, trained by Toby and Trent Edmonds. Last time we saw Barassi, he was doing this in the trials as well. He's obviously a fast horse, but was about 2 years ago. So has yet to make it to the races. So Toby and Trent, I know you're massive fans of the mug. Shout out what might have happened with this fella because he absolutely smashes the clock. As you can see, he's just unleashed. I've chucked the video on. Hopefully we can all see it. But yeah, very interesting runner. So Barassi there, Toby and Trent. Jorman took the ride there. That last trial, April 2021. What are we now? August 2023. So Tobes, my man. Shout. All right, Mugs, we need a little bit of entertainment factor. Trial 4, we've got the Mashani Open Handicap. This is going to be an absolute belter to watch. So what we've got here, the actual one that I'd probably take from the trial, the yellow cap there on the outside, pushing too deep trying to get to the front. Mashani Express is the name. This is the one that bucked up like an absolute pony. Coming into the 400 now, this Mashani Express. Now look, no disrespect, Rob Thorben, but I don't know who the hell you are. I don't think you're a jockey, and you look like you're riding it like you do a pony. And this horse is just sort of doing it on its own, doesn't know what the hell to do. They've come in home in 37 seconds. The absolute slow of slow from a trial point of view. I wouldn't be taking any of these Mashanis here en route to a Pateau plate, but hey, that's 3 weeks away yet, so we could see some drastic improvement from the Mashani army, but geez, tell you what. Okay, Mugs, we're going to jump on to trial 17 here. And we're looking at a horse called Alamur, I believe the pronunciation is, the Adrenaline Thoroughbred Silks. Now look, you see a Des Forster one, absolutely ping the lids there. But what we're looking for is the horse saddling up on the outside, gets there pretty comfortably. Manny McGilvray for Rob Heathcote here. We'll skip forward to where I want you to tune in. Look, saddles up, and again, this is an unraced 3-year-old too. So Des's horse here sort of asked for a little bit of effort and not quite responding, but Manny McGilvray just pretty much sits and enjoys the $40 paycheck or whatever they get here. Saddles up nicely, not a lot behind, but there is a Tony Gollan horse there in third place, which are all quite educated. I'd imagine Big Bobby usually gives these ones 2 trials, so look for this one a trial again, probably up to the 1,000. And then we'll be able to find him in a maiden somewhere, which would be a good little bit of value for the Mugs. So, you ripper.
So there you go, Mugs. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, give us a like, let us know your feedback. This is the perfect episode because none of them have raced yet. So I've got nothing but winners on this front. I'm going to chuck them up right about now. Bang, 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 bang. So if you just want to screenshot this page, they're ones to follow. But of course, if you're following us wherever and whatever we do, we'll shout out when these horses are going around. See you in a few weeks.